The buzz around Shadore Sanders has turned into a wildfire that refuses to die down. In Cleveland, whispers are getting louder, reports are becoming bolder, and insiders are leaking details that point to one inevitable truth. Shadore's time is coming. The Browns appear to have a clear, strategic plan in motion, and according to multiple sources, Sanders is expected to start the final 4 games of the season, no matter what happens before then. Those matchups against the Bears, Bills, Steelers, and Bengals aren't just games, they're trials by fire. But the real intrigue lies in the suggestion that Sanders could be unleashed even sooner, depending on how things unfold. According to insiders at the stadium, 2 separate voices within the organization confirmed the same timeline. One insisted that no matter the circumstances, Sanders will start those final 4 games. The other hinted that the team might accelerate the timeline, suggesting the coaching staff is growing restless with the current setup. The reasoning is simple. The Browns want to see what Shedeur can really do. And unless Cleveland somehow wins every single game leading up to that stretch, which insiders like Tony Rizzo called nearly impossible, the pressure to hand Sanders the reins will only intensify. Mary Kay Cabot, one of the most respected names in Browns reporting, echoed that sentiment, saying she believes Shedeur will be on the field sooner rather than later. Inside the building, the tone has shifted dramatically. Just weeks ago, many saw Sanders as a developmental prospect, a young quarterback with potential but not yet ready to lead. Now, there's a growing belief that he might be the franchise's future. Coaches, scouts, and teammates are reportedly raving about his progress, his poise, and his understanding of the playbook. One insider even said the reviews of his development have been really good, emphasizing that Sanders has handled the learning curve faster than expected. Still, the Browns are trying to be cautious. Dillon Gabriel, the current starter, is getting every chance to prove himself, but that patience has limits. The front office wants production, touchdown passes, rhythm, and Gabriel hasn't delivered. For now, the status quo remains, but cracks in that foundation are widening by the week. Mary Kay Cabot also addressed one of the Browns' biggest ongoing issues, quarterback precision. She noted that Joe Flacco, despite his veteran experience, struggled with off-target throws that disrupted drives and frustrated receivers. Dillon Gabriel, though younger and more mobile, hasn't solved that problem either. But Sanders? He might be the answer. His combination of accuracy, decision-making, and arm strength is exactly what the Browns' stagnant offense needs. His ability to place the ball where only his receivers can get it could finally unlock the potential that's been wasted in recent seasons. Cabot highlighted how receivers have grown, tired of chasing uncatchable passes, pointing out that what they want most is a quarterback who can deliver a catchable ball. Sanders has proven that's one of his biggest strengths. His 74% completion rate in college wasn't inflated by short passes or conservative play. It was the product of a disciplined yet dynamic quarterback who adjusts his throws based on the situation. When a touch pass is needed, he delivers it softly. When the moment calls for power, he fires a dart. His versatility and intelligence as a passer are what separate him from the rest. That adaptability has become one of his trademarks. Unlike many young quarterbacks who rely on mechanics alone, Sanders understands the art of quarterbacking. He knows when to lob, when to zip, and when to pull back. That 74% accuracy wasn't an accident. It was a reflection of skill and control, something that coaches at every level crave. He doesn't force the deep ball for attention or play recklessly for highlight reels. He plays with purpose, precision, and calmness beyond his years. Meanwhile, the pressure on Dillon Gabriel is mounting fast. Even some of his strongest supporters are starting to waver. Tony Rizzo, one of Gabriel's most vocal defenders, recently admitted that the quarterback's play has fallen below expectations. "It's a little worse than I expected," Rizzo confessed, acknowledging that Gabriel's accuracy issues have become impossible to ignore. Missed throws, disrupted timing, and an inability to maintain offensive flow have left the Browns' offense sputtering. And while dropped passes haven't helped, Rizzo made it clear. A quarterback's job is to overcome adversity, not crumble under it. The frustration within the fan base mirrors that inside the organization. Everyone expected growing pains, but not this level of inconsistency. The Browns have too much talent on both sides of the ball to waste another season struggling to move the chains. And that's why the growing chorus calling for Shadore Sanders is getting harder to ignore. Cabot, for her part, didn't hold back in her latest assessment. She said Shedeur has the arm strength, composure, and adaptability the Browns have been missing. Whether it's a bullet pass across the middle or a sidearm throw to thread the needle between defenders, he finds ways to get the job done. His ability to throw with both velocity and touch allows him to exploit defenses in ways Gabriel simply hasn't. Cabot went as far as to say that, in 7-on-7 drills, Sanders consistently outshines Gabriel, making smarter decisions, sharper throws, and more confident reads. Inside the Browns facility, that's made an impression. The Browns coaching staff reportedly believes Sanders would already win most head-to-head drills against Gabriel, even now. That belief speaks volumes. It's not just about potential anymore. It's about readiness. Sanders is making so much progress that many within the organization think he's already earned his shot. The Browns are doing everything they can to nurture his development, recognizing that if he continues on this trajectory, he could very well become the future face of the franchise. The situation is clear. The Browns are at a crossroads. On one side is Gabriel, the experienced quarterback with flashes of talent but a troubling lack of consistency. On the other is Sanders, the young prodigy whose poise, precision, and mental toughness have made believers out of skeptics. Every week that passes adds pressure on the coaching staff to make a decision. How long can they afford to wait before the locker room and the fans demand change? If the Browns start losing ground in the AFC playoff race, the decision could come sooner than anyone expects. Because for all their caution, the organization knows one thing for certain. Shadore Sanders represents hope. Hope for stability at a position that has haunted Cleveland for decades. Hope for a new era where the Browns finally have a quarterback who can carry them, instead of holding them back. So as rumors swirl and reporters dig for the next big scoop, one thing is certain, the countdown has already begun. Whether it's the final 4 games or sooner, Shadore Sanders is going to get his chance. And when he does, all eyes in Cleveland and across the NFL will be watching. Now it's your turn. Do you think the Browns should wait until the end of the season to unleash Shadore Sanders, or should they hand him the reins right now and see what the kid can do? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on the unfolding drama in Cleveland, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because when it comes to this quarterback battle, the story is just getting started.